everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Shannon Lee. Today I am back with another episode of the Great British Bake Along Challenge. This week on the show, it was 80s week. There were 3 different challenges, like always. The first challenge was to make some quiches. The second challenge were, it was Paul's recipe. They were finger donuts. And then the last one for the showstopper, it was an ice cream cake. So I did actually really want to try out the ice cream cake, but I don't have like an ice cream maker, and the only other way for me to do ice cream would be like the old-fashioned way of like having like a bag of like ice and having another bag with like my ice cream mixture and like shake that for like 20-30 minutes. And I'm not gonna do that. It was definitely gonna take way too long. So today I am actually just going to be doing the quiche, and I'm gonna do a vegan version of it. I know that quiches have eggs in them, but I was actually really lucky, and when I went to the grocery store this week, they actually had this product. It's called Just Egg, and it comes in like a liquid, it's like a liquid form, and it's in a bottle, and it supposedly cooks just like regular scrambled eggs, but it's made with like mung bean or something. And yeah, so I actually tried it out this morning. I made a little bit of scrambled eggs just to like taste it to make sure I'd actually like it. But for this quiche, I decided I was gonna do one big quiche instead of like 8 mini ones, like 2 different flavors. Decided not to do that because again, I'm modifying this challenge because there's only 2 of us in this household, and we don't need 8 little mini quiches. There's a lot of extra work, and I figured for this challenge, I'm just gonna do one because also I did not know how much Just Egg to buy and if I was even going to like it. And this is a very pricey product. I believe you can get it from stores for like $5 to $6. I know if you go to like Whole Foods and stuff, sometimes they charge a little bit more, but I also found it on sale this week, so that definitely made it better. And I will try and have the recipes linked down below. As for the quiche, I kind of just made it up this week, except for the crust. The crust I did actually follow a recipe, but for the filling, I just kind of made it up, just kind of went with the flow. So I will have that recipe linked down below, or I will have it like in the description box, like you guys can read it, in case you guys are curious to try it. But yeah, it worked out really well, and we really liked it. So I would highly recommend it, and let's get into this video and start the challenge. So we are going to get started with the crust for the quiche. As you can see, I brought out the food processor again, and this time it actually worked trying to use this to make a crust, and it formed a perfect dough ball. I will have the crust recipe linked down below, but I did add in 1 cup and 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and about a 1/4 cup of coconut oil, and you want the solid type so that it will form this perfect dough ball. You do not want the coconut oil in liquid form at room temperature. And then about 4 tablespoons of ice water, but I ended up adding a little bit more just because, again, I live in Utah, and for some reason, I always need to add more liquids to any of my doughs. So as you can see here, I am just going to roll out my dough. I am going to roll it out so that it will fit over my little glass dish, and then I will be pressing that into the edges of the pan. The recipe I was following was for a 9-inch pan, so if you have something smaller or you have something bigger, definitely keep that in mind if you were going to follow this recipe. And if you need to, you can totally trim off any edges and make them cleaner, but mine was perfectly fine, so I just put this in the fridge for about 30 minutes, and we're gonna work on the filling in the meantime. For the filling, I am going to be sauteing some vegetables. I have some white mushrooms, some yellow onion, some spinach, and even some chives that I'm going to put into my quiche. So I am going to just chop up these vegetables and put them into a pan to saute for a few minutes, just till they are soft and cooked through. So once the vegetables have finished cooking, I'm going to take my tart dish out of the fridge, add in all of the fillings. As you can see, I kept the chives off to the side. I'm going to add those in last. So yeah, I'm just spreading this out, just making sure it's even. And then I am going to be using the Just Egg. You want to shake this up really, really well. And then we are just going to pour this in to cover everything. As you can tell, I was having some trouble opening it because, yeah, it's just my luck. And I'm also going to add in some of this vegan Daya cheddar cheese just for some extra flavor. Then we just pour this Just Egg all over the mixture. You could do a little bit of milk or something with it, but I chose not to. And I'm going to sprinkle some herbs on top just for some extra freshness. And we are going to bake this in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 40 minutes until it is fully cooked and browned. And don't forget to add some salt and pepper for seasoning. After 40 minutes, I'm gonna take out the tart, and this is what it looks like. I think it looks pretty good. So this is what my beautiful and wonderful vegan quiche looks like. And as you can see, it browned a little bit, and basically now all I have to do is wait for it to cool down. I'm probably gonna give it like 10-15 minutes, and then I will cut it and serve it up. So now that the quiche has cooled down and set a little bit, I am going to cut into it, and let's check out if it's fully cooked and what it looks like in the middle. Sorry here, but the camera moved for some reason. I don't understand why, but yeah, I was actually really surprised. This definitely turned out a lot better than I was expecting it to, and I will probably be making this more frequently. I think in the future I would definitely like to try out some different fillings and even like different spices in the quiche, maybe even like a different crust recipe, but personally I really liked this one. I thought it was really good, and we ate this entire thing in a day, so yeah. Really glad I could make this quiche today. If you guys like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. That lets me know what kind of content you want to see on my channel. Be sure to check out the playlist with the other challenges from this season's Great British Bake Along. I will have that all linked over here in the sidebar. You guys can watch the other videos, and every Monday, as of right now, I am posting more of these episodes, so go ahead and check those out. Every Friday, I am also posting some like regular cooking videos. And if you guys like those and you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on that notification bell. This way you are notified every single time that I am posting a video. And while you're at it, go follow me on Instagram. You guys can also follow me on TikTok. My username is simply Shannon Lee on both of those platforms. And yeah, you guys can check that out and see what I'm up to. It may also give you guys a little bit of a preview of what you might see on this channel. So go follow me on there, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.